Alrighty, back at the Stan Sheriff Center in Hawaii. A resounding effort in that third set. You know, one guy we've been talking about, don't mean to dog the guy, but Jake Weckel, who's been coming in and airing quite consistently on a lot of those serves. As you look at him right there, you look at him on the roster in his bio, and it says previous school, University of Hawaii.
Yeah,
but explain that.
He spent some time here at Hawaii, training with the team, I believe in the fall, a couple of years ago, and before deciding to transfer. But again, there's a lot of players, again, because there aren't a whole lot of opportunities. A lot of players will come in, see where they stand on the team, train with the team in the fall before those spring rosters are finalized. So that's when a lot of the cuts take place and they decide who is actually going to be on the team. And Hawaii continues to do that. I mean, you look at the amount of players on the roster for the University of Hawaii, a lot of players on the sideline, including those who have not yet suited up because of the limitations of the NCAA ruling. But a lot of times you will see these players come out, and again, there's not a lot of opportunities for men's volleyball. So any chance that you are able to be a part of a team, it's something that you want to do and you want to be a part of. But Recco decided to take his play to Grand Canyon in hopes of more opportunities to play for playing time.
Just looked out onto the court there, and Ben Ponnet just, for some odd reason, seemed to be staring right at us, wondering if he's thinking to himself, I hope they're saying my name. Are you kidding me? Hard to not notice him over the past two nights. First set goes to West, and a little missed timing on that one. And a point for the Antelopes. So Hawaii takes the first set. The Antelopes rally back from a 24-21 deficit to take the second. And then Hawaii big time in the third set, 25-16. Marks roofed by Lockwood.
And Smith talking a little bit through the net after that play. A little bit of trash talking. See him going up, blocking the ball.
Now Charlie
back
Wade
in front of JP Marks, and you can see him for a moment there.
Well, Charlie Wade came up and had something to say to the down official. Maybe that's exactly what he was saying. It was, hey, you know what? Don't let that stuff start. Nick West gets the quick set, puts it down. And Hawaii trailing 2-1 here in the fourth. Well, they went 5 sets last night before Hawaii pulled it out. Nobody wants to see that happen again except the team in purple and black. Marks with the home run swing. He hits it out.
Marks putting a lot of heat behind his serves, and it's paid off for him at moments tonight. Got a couple aces, but that time a little bit too much juice on it.
Over the middle again, and this time beautiful set from Viscaro to West, who hammers it straight down for the kill. And Nick West sees his numbers start to climb. West now with 11 kills. I believe that's a season high for him, a season high for Averill at 8.
And again, some communication between Smith and the officials. Again, the talking continues between both teams.
Stephen Hunt just kind of looked over there at Smith and said, what, you got something to say? Kind of laughed it off. Hunt takes it off the hands of Ponnet. And then a nice little dish over the back shoulder by Smith, and look at him. He's all of a sudden getting a little chippy under there, and he's having kind of look right back at West and said, ha ha, how do you like that one? Kind of watch him as he goes back, and oh yeah, he's chatting away. Well, he's not chatting now. Just served that one into the net.
It's something you don't see too often. I mean, you see it sometimes with a few personalities, but volleyball, traditionally not a sport where that takes place all that often.
Viscaro with a good serve and setting it up from the near side. Unable to put it down is Pottet. And Hawai'i wants to get over the middle. And that a double hit. Looked like it went off his hands, went off his head. And the crowd going nuts as Taylor Galliano misplayed that ball. But perhaps athletic justice. Hawai'i gets the point. And watch that ball. If we get another look at it, went off his hand, went off his head.
So you're allowed one touch, and that's the touch right there. Then it goes off his back and off his elbow.
I count at least
like three hits.
Hawai'i got the point in the end, and they block by Lofi with Averill on his side. And the first lead change of this game as Hawai'i assumes its first advantage.
Lofi, a big physical presence at the net, along with Averill again helping out. Watch this ball to go to Pottet.
There he is. JP Marks trying to go down to the ground to get that one back up, unable to, and Pottet with yet another kill, 17 on the night. Had 23 last night, did that in 5 sets. He's got 17 kills and 3+.
And hitting .382 as well. So you take a look at him and his serve. Again, he won that second set with an ace.
Pottet back to serve it. Tied at 5. Back set, Hunt, easy touch. Doesn't get it to fall. Nice play by Costello. And then Averill, but he is roofed. And a little chest bump in there as Robbie Brannick and Taylor Galliano get in there to stuff that one right back down.
Well, it's all started by a great dig by Nick Costello down the line. Scramble play, high ball set to Averill, who's hitting from the left because of that rotation alignment getting blocked.
Hawai'i down by 1. Back set again. Hunt this time winds up, flushes it. Kill number 17 for him to match Ben Pottet.
Hunt showing a little bit of emotion that time. He does not want to see this go to 5 sets.
Block at the net. Lofi and Marks. Lofi gets a hand on it. Bascaro puts it up. Averill with the soft little roll. And Taylor Averill able to put it down in front of a diving Keith Smith.
Smart shot by Averill. Pulling the trigger at the last minute with that row shot right in the middle of Grand Canyon's defense.
Third lead change of this 4th set. We've also had 3 ties. Hawai'i up 7-6. Stephen Hunt back to serve it up for Hawai'i. The service ace. And Hunt kind of flexes his chest a little bit after that one. Finds that seam in the defense of the Antelopes.
He unloads on this serve. Great aggressive toss. Hunt with 4 aces so far this season.
That's the second ace of the night for Hawai'i to go with 8 service errors, 1 ace, 10 service errors for Grand Canyon. And that one just long, so service error number 9 for Hawai'i. Taylor Galliano back to serve it for the Antelopes, who trail by 1, 7 serving 8. Back set again, Averill. And hits it just wide, point Grand Canyon, and we're even at 8.
So Averill trying to go again with that little row shot, that time row shotting it down the line and out of bounds.
4th tie of this 4th set. And Averill managed to go cross court right in our direction for the kill.
Great confidence by Bascaro to go right back to Averill, who just moments earlier made that error hitting out of bounds. But Averill switching direction and hitting for the sharp cross court.
Getting some good balance tonight. Averill with 10, West with 11 kills. And of course Hunt with 17, and that one is in as Lockwood comes in and gets the kill.
Lockwood picking up his 7th kill of the night.
Tied it 9-all. 5th tie of this 4th set. And Nick West, again, the short set right up the middle.
And again, Nick West unstoppable right now. Out of that middle attack, but it all started with a perfect pass by Stephen Hunt and the high finish by West, who loves to celebrate just as much as he loves to hit the ball.
Averill back to serve. Hawaii again +1. 10 serving 9. High toss and a good serve. Just catches a little bit of the tape. Setting it up for Griffin. Doesn't get a good swing on it. And a little bit of a collision there between Marks and Costello. They didn't get a good set on it. Marks gets that ball up. And out of the back row, Hunt. And guess who he hit it off? Yep, number 12. That's Keith Smith. That's the one who's been talking. And so you look at Hunt this time. He hits it over and he gives him a little look. Does the talking with his swing. 18 kills.
Great save that time by Nick Costello. After a communication error between the team, Nick Costello able to scramble and pop that ball up.
Even associate head coach Jeff Hall off the bench with a little slap of the hand of Stephen Hunt. Hawaii up by 2. Averill back to serve. It trickles it off the tape. And it is Smith. He's unable to handle it. Hits it out.
So Averill going for the strategic serve, not going for the aggressive jump serve that time, taking something off, catching a little bit of the tape, and gets an ace.
Timeout. Jeremy Price. Hawaii up 12-9. It's set number 4. Hits it way long and it bounces halfway up the first section. About 10-12 rows deep in the stands.
One of the rules in volleyball, you want to keep the ball in place coming out of a timeout. See both teams even in service errors with 10.
Taylor Griffin with the serve. Setting it up, and there it is, Biscaro. And it jams it right down.
You know, talked about this in that first set. We want to see Sam Biscaro be a little bit more offensive and knowing the right times to use that dump shot. That's it. That time, timing it perfectly.
JP Marks to serve. Hawaii up 3, 13-10 here in the 4th. Marks with a good serve off the tape. Nice job by Potter. Keep it alive. Roof at the net. West and Biscaro off their fingertips and coming in trying to make the pancake save was Costello. Couldn't quite get there.
So even when Hawaii has 3 blockers up against him, Pondit still finds a way to find success. Row shotting that using the blocker's hands in front of a diving Nick Costello.
So Christopher Lockwood now back to serve it. Out of a high arcing serve, Hunt. And he gets that big swing. Too hot for Robbie Braddock to handle. And Hunt now with 19 kills on the night to lead all hitters. Ben Ponnett with 18 for the Lopes. West back to serve. For the Warriors, who lead it by 3 here, up 2-1. And there's Lofi. And Lofi at the net comes up big with the unassisted block. So Hawaii with 15. We take a timeout from the Stan Sheriff Center. Hawaii looking to take care of business in 4 on this night. (15-11), Warriors up. Last night, the Antelopes showed a little mettle of their own, forcing a 5th set. Tonight, the Warriors, you just get the sense that everybody just wants to see them take care of business. Even the crowd just kind of, they want to see it now. We go back to what Charlie Wade told these guys: seize the moment, don't wait. Take care of business yourself. And that time, sneaking it in there with the kill.
That time there, the block was well formed by Hawaii, but just seemed like Jared Lofi's hand position just kind of came off the net a little bit and provided that kill for Punnett.
Punnett now with 19 kills on the night to match the total of Stephen Hunt. Hawaii still up by 3, 15-12. Make it 16-12 as Stephen Hunt reaches the 20-point kill mark.
So Hunt doing a nice job of mixing around his shots. We've seen him hitting balls down the line, also going for the sharp cross court and that deep corner shot as well, making it very difficult to defend.
Viscaro, good serve. Punnett blocked by Hunt. They go the opposite side, and hitting it into the net is Robbie Brannick. That's going to be a point for Hawaii.
See there, Coach Price questioning that call, thought that there was some kind of touch on the block by Averill.
Up referee saying nope, he hit it right into the net. 4 hits, point Hawaii. 17-12. Viscaro, hit the tape and fell back on the Hawaii side. Let's go back to that last play and see if there was a touch.
See the row shot, and it looks like it did catch
it did.
some of Taylor Averill's forearm that time. So reason to contest that ball by head coach Jeremy Price.
Lofi off the block and out. Now point Hawaii. We see it in football. We even see it in college basketball. The officials being able to go over and check the television monitor. And if you wonder why doesn't that happen here, well, the reason is it's a rare thing to have your volleyball televised. In Hawaii, it's something we've become somewhat used to, but around the rest of the country, there is no TV.
Could you imagine that? The game would be even longer.
Kind of caught in the middle there was Costello. Hands up or hands down. And just couldn't get turned around that time. It kind of brings a smile to his face.
See the hit by Galeano. Costello, very diggable ball. He wishes he had that one back.
J.P. Marks didn't get a really good swing, but I think it's going to be, is it a net violation? It is. Net violation against Robbie Brannick. That's going to be a point for Hawaii. And Hawaii now up by 5, 19-14.
And up until that point, we had not heard from J.P. Marks in a while. Remember, Marks had those critical swings in set number 2. But Viscaro finding the right time to go back to him.
Lofi puts it up. Viscaro, he's going to set it, and Marks just knocks it over the net with one hand. Brannick unable to put it down. Brannick again, and this time he powers it past the arms of Nick West.
Brannick gets the kill, but the highlight for Hawaii that time, Jared Lofi with a great dig. Cheers from the bench erupted after Lofi able to keep the ball alive.
Lofi with a set last night and a dig tonight. And Taylor Averill having himself a career night. That's now 11 kills for him.
Averill threading the needle between the 2 blocks. You see there a slight hole. Averill able to find it and find success as well.
So Averill serving now for Hawaii. They lead it 20-15. That time it's off Averill. It's Taylor Griffin gets credit for the kill. And the Antelopes now close within 4. It'll be 16 serving 20. Remember, in that second set, Hawaii was on the verge of going up 2-0, leading at 24-21, and the Antelopes stormed back. I'm sure the Warriors are well aware of that. And Taylor Averill making sure they come no closer on that swing.
This is probably the best we've seen Taylor Averill offensively all season long. Averill just flying out of that right back position in that back row and picking up his 12th kill. But also impressive, 7 blocks to go along with 10 kills, 10 digs rather.
JP Marks now. The backside and Potter roofed. And Nick West and Sam Biscaro. And the guy who's been having his way with Hawaii all weekend long has one shoved right back down at him. And Coach Jeremy Price up to have a word with the down official. But a timeout called in Hawaii, enjoying now a 6-point advantage, up 22-16 here in set number 4.
Look at last night and look at the statistics in terms of the amount of players that Hawaii saw coming off the bench. Tonight, Hawaii pretty conservative in terms of the luxuries from the bench. We saw the premiere of Stanley Hinkle. However, we have not seen Harrison Cara, who actually started the match, nor have we seen Brooks Sador, who really helped carry Hawaii at times during the latter part of the game.
Total of 10 players have played for Hawaii tonight. Last night they had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
And a lot of that is due in part because Hawaii is finding success. They look a lot crisper. As a coach, you don't necessarily want to go to your bench when the game is, somewhat on the line at times. I think Charlie Wade just wants to get out of the gym with the lineup that he has, which is proving to be very effective tonight. You look at the offensive production from Hawaii. You have 12 kills from West, 12 from Averill, 10 from JP Marks, as well as 20 from Stephen Hunt. So good distribution, which means that Sam Biscaro is doing a nice job of getting all of his attackers involved. And only bodes well for Hawaii in the future if they're able to continue to keep this diversified offense. As you see, the hitting percentages of both teams, Hawaii hitting at .336 above their average, and Grand Canyon hitting .182.
So JP Marks back to serve Hawaii. 3 points away from winning their second consecutive match. It'll be the first time they've done that this season. And Marks is going to sail it long.
Again, service error coming out of the timeout. Not what you want to do.
They've done it the last 2 timeouts. So back to serve. Okay, here's Jake Weckel. We talked about him, the serving specialist who's really been struggling with his serve. That time gets a beauty off the tape. Hunt, the soft shot, and the overpass hammered down by West.
And something that West has had a problem with, we saw in the past couple of games, is the overpasses. Set gets a little wide by Hunt, so he's able to keep it in play, and West just terminates. Picking up his 13th kill as the arena plays Wild Wild West by R. Kelly.
Good call. 2 points away now is Hawaii with West back to serve. 23-17. A high toss. Good aggressive serve. The set on the far side to Pottet off the block and out. Pottet now with 20 kills. Stephen Hunt with 20 kills. It's kind of a competition here. Both of those guys had 23 last night. They both have 20 tonight. Who's going to come out on top? Hunt gets the next shot. Not going to get it there. They're going to go right back to him. Hunt's a second time. He's not going to get it. And Averill forced to knock it over from deep. JP Marks, tough set for Hunt. The pancake dig by Marks, keeping it alive, and then Hunt hitting it over. And then finally finishing it off for the Antelopes is number 4, Taylor Galliano. But a fine hand for some great effort by Hawaii.
Great defense by Hawaii, playing inspired defense. You see Stephen Hunt getting involved as well. And Grand Canyon going back to Galliano that time, but credit Hawaii for doing all they could to keep that rally alive, albeit momentarily.
A little bit of a breather after the long rally as the towel boys are out there wiping up the floor. And set to go again. Keith Smith back to serve. 19 serving 23, and he trickles it off the top of the tape. Here comes Hunt, and he's blocked again.
That time Stephen Hunt coming inside a little bit. Not sure if that was a play set or just miscommunication, but Hunt coming inside, and the double block was there waiting.
Charlie Wade quick to call a timeout. Remember, Hawaii led it 24-21 in the second set, only to see it slip away.
You see that time, Hunt traditionally outside hitters hit all the way by the antenna. That play that time didn't fool the Grand Canyon blockers. So again, it's all about finishing. Hawaii has been in this position, especially in that second set where they ended up losing the second set. But Hawaii wants to make sure that they get to be in a position where they're finishing strong and able to execute, especially in these last 5 points.
Talked about Coach Jeremy Price. Took Hawaii to 5 last night, but not gaining much consolation out of an ultimate loss. And boy, how much would they love to try to force a 5th set once again and take their chances again in 5 tonight.
And again, we mentioned this last night, but Grand Canyon, a very good team. They actually beat UC Santa Barbara, a team that also beat Hawaii. They beat UC Santa Barbara, excuse me, San Diego, UC San Diego in 3 straight sets. So they're proving they can play, as evidence as we've seen in the past 2 nights.
So Keith Smith will be back to serve it up for the Antelopes of Grand Canyon. They trail at 20-23. So set to return to action here. Smith with a deep breath, and this is a critical serve for the Lopes, and he gets it in. Not a good pass by Marks, and it gives the Antelopes an opportunity. Blocked by Hunt. A little joust at the net. Lofi sends it back over. And then who else? Number 8 comes flying in. Ben Ponnet. Ben Ponnet gets kill number 21. And now, all of a sudden, the Antelopes are back within 2.
Hawaii with 1 timeout left. Look for head coach Charlie Wade to use that timeout if Hawaii is unable to side out right here.
Keith Smith has served them to 3 consecutive points. Back to Hunt. Goes cross corner, dug up by Trent Bruns. And Ponnet goes cross court and wide. And one of his few mistakes comes at a critical time as Hawaii now sitting on match point. But I caution, this is the same score it was back in the second set. Hawaii led it 24-21. And the Antelopes came back to win it. I can't imagine it happening a second time. Dug up by Costello. Hawaii with a chance to end it right here. And Stephen Hunt with his 21st kill puts an end to it. And Hawaii wins the match in 4. And we talked about Ponnet and Stephen Hunt. Each of them with 23 kills last night. Well, guess what? Each of them finish with 21 tonight.
Well, great dig by Costello, and Stephen Hunt ends it on an exclamation mark. See this dig again by Costello. Great positioning, great control. And Stephen Hunt goes for the sharp cross-court, a shot that we have not seen all night long from him, going inside the blockers for the kill.
And you can hear people at home and in the stands saying, whew, it's party time. It is indeed for the Warriors.
This is a great win for Hawaii to kind of get their confidence back after losing 3 straight matches. Hawaii back in the win column, moving moving up to 4-5 for returning back into MPSF play next week.
All right, it'll be good to hear from Coach Charlie Wade. He's over with his sons for the first time this season. The Warriors win back-to-back matches, and Coach Wade standing by right now with our Dan Devone.
Volleyball fans, a reminder, your Warriors return for Cancer Center February 10th, February 12th against UC. Once again, February 10th and February 12th, mark the calendars. We are back here.
Do we have the coach? Are we on? All right. Okay, do we hear the coach? We want to hear from him again. Coach, you got to do it all over again. You ready? Talk about it. So was that a point of emphasis, winning back-to-back matches for the first time this year?
No, I didn't even realize that was the case. You know, we're just trying to get better. We did a lot of good things tonight. We sided out about 85% in the first set, and you know, our setter did a nice job. We made a couple tactical adjustments that kind of helped us as the match went on. We flipped the lefts, which got us a little better matchup, and you know, we're just working hard, trying to get better, and nice to get a win.
Taylor Averill gets his first start tonight. Your thoughts on his play?
Yeah, he did great. You know, and I didn't really realize it was his first start. You know, we've kind of had a carousel at the opposite, and he really gives us a better blocking presence. And you know, when he's getting his feet to the ball and hitting high, he's a pretty effective attacker as well. All
right, Coach. Good luck in Stockton against UOP.
Right on.
All right. Thanks so much. Howard, it's back over to you.
All righty, Dan. Thank you very much. Bank of Hawaii now presents the players of the match.
And for Grand Canyon, again, it's Ponit. 21 kills, hitting 357. Very impressive numbers by the sophomore from Berlin. Has a great future in store in helping this Grand Canyon team. And then for Hawaii, it's Nick West. 13 kills, hitting 500. A phenomenal performance with 6 blocks. And not only tonight, but just a great performance all weekend for West.
So Hawaii, they let one get away, but in the end, they play some inspired volleyball, come out with a vengeance in set number 3 and put it away in the 4th set. And like Charlie Wade said, back-to-back, I'm not thinking about that. I'm just thinking about winning. So a big win, and oh, it's playtime on the court for the children of the coaches. This is always a fun time. Well, hey, that does it from our end. For Ryan Suji, Howard Deshevsky saying, thanks everybody for joining us. It's been a great night. The basketball team wins in Idaho, and the Warrior volleyball team wins at home. Stick around, everybody. As you look at the numbers on your screen, Hawaii wins in 4. The post-game show comes next. For Ryan, I'm Howard. Aloha.